Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, art and journal videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. If that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Commenting, liking, and sharing this on your favorite platform does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. Alright, so I did a video previous to this that showed you how I put these little notebooks together, and now I'm actually going to be decorating them for June. I don't know where I was going, but yeah, this one actually is going to be really simple. I'm going to put a sticker on front here. I am going to put some clear tape here because I think that's going to get frayed, and then we'll just do some easy cutting and pasting of some paper just to cover this up. And I guess I should have done it before I stuck it together, but I didn't want that video to be too long. This one, we're actually going to be setting up my monthly overview as well as the first week of June. And this little notebook is specifically for June, and the way I counted it out, it should work perfectly. And then we're going to just cover the insides of this. So for this one, I think we're going to use this paper right here. And although I think it actually might be better this way because then I can get both sides. So let's try that. And one more. And if you're a very precise person, this probably is totally just annoying you, but I don't need it to be a memory keeper. I don't need it to be super precise. What I do need it to be is functional and quick. I cut off my other marker, so I'll do this one. Like that. And then I'll cut out the same size for the next piece. Okay. And so actually going to cut it down just a little bit more because when it folds over, this will be a problem. And that's another reason why I didn't want to measure. One, I'm lazy, but two, I'm not good at measuring. So I'd rather cut a little big and then just make adjustments as needed versus trying to be super on it with the measuring and still making a million different cuts. This way is just much easier for my brain and hopefully for you guys. And this should work. Doesn't matter if she peeks through a little bit, it just looks random versus, you know, there's a girl underneath there. And I don't want you guys to think that I hate Wrong. I don't. Or her artwork. It's just, that was a divider from one of my happy notes and it's not going the right way. So I'm just gonna cover it up because I don't want to see it. This isn't the best double-sided tape, but it'll do the job. Again, this isn't a memory keeper. This is really meant to be used for work. And it will be disposable. So there's that side, and that's the back side. And then we'll do the same for the front side. Just make sure it actually fits. And that paper I just happened to pull out of my stash because it was poking out at the top. But this one I found in my stash. It actually belonged to my sister. She had bought, I think, 25 pieces of this particular paper. It must have been on a clearance at a store somewhere, because I don't know why she would have bought that many, but it kind of fits, so I thought I will use it. And I'm not going to go all the way to there again because it's going to bend, so that can prove problematic. And that looks good. And then, like I said, I'm going to use some clear tape on the spine just to reinforce it a little bit. Okay, so that's done. The notebook itself is fine. I don't need to do any decorating on the inside of that. I do have these two that I pulled out from my stash. So this is Happy Memory Keeping Holidays. And this is meant for the big sized planner, but that's not going to be a problem. And then I also have Happy Illustrations. If I can find these two on Amazon, I will link them below. And the reason it's not going to be a problem is because we're just looking for something summery. I kind of like that. I love summer. I don't like summer. It gets really hot here and I hate sweating, but yeah, maybe we won't lie. Okay, I found one. And it's just going to be, I want more vacation days. Put this like that, and this one is done. And if you're familiar with my work planner process, this is where I'm going to warehouse all the Zoom notes. So this will go until I get to the end, and if it gets me through June, awesome. If I need to extend this through July because I still have paper, great. If I need to make more, fine. But this one is specifically for Zoom meeting notes. We are still going to have them as we work a hybrid schedule. For me and for 3 of my other coworkers, it's 2 in the office and 3 days at home. One of my other coworkers, it's going to be all 5 days in the office. But in order to practice social distancing and just being aware of that, we're staggering it so that there's no more than 3 of us in our particular area at any given day. Right now, we're projecting that to go through the end of June, but if the admin says, okay, everybody back to the office 5 days a week, then we'll go back 5 days a week, and then this won't be necessary. I only do this because every Friday I have to submit a work plan of what I've done and what I plan to do for the following week if I am working some of the days at home. So I tape the edge like that just to give it a little bit more stability. I'm not sure if I'm going to cover that up or not, but I definitely want to cover this up. And this was just a Big Happy Planner monthly, or part of a monthly overview that I just cut up. And for this one, we can actually do it side by side. So I'll mark there, and I'll mark there. And again, there. And there. And let's see how that works out. I like it because it looks layered. So there's palm trees on top of what looks like a phone book, and then there's some things going on here and here. Again, I don't know why she had so much of it. But again, I think she bought it on sale at one of the craft stores, or the only craft store here on island. So maybe that's why she had so much of it. But if you don't know, my sister passed away several years ago. And so I don't know about you, but whenever I craft using any of the products that she had in her stash, it's gonna sound weird, but it makes me feel like we're crafting together again. I know, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna cut. Oh, and I did it again. Where I didn't keep the integrity of the other two marks. And so long as I can reasonably assume that the top is level, then I only actually need 1 point to cut with. If you are cutting with scissors, then you'll definitely want to use 2 points and then draw a line, just because it might make your product straighter. So let's see how we did. And I actually like this one. So I'll do the same. Oh, well, that's nice. Should have looked. Oh. Oh. All right, so if your paper is directional, you may want to take that into account. So this is going to be the front of it, apparently. Okay. I need to set this up because it's Sunday and I'm going to work tomorrow, so yeah. Did I do it again? I did it again. Oh, and I don't know that I can, oh, let's see if I can take this one back up. Let's look at the thing. If you're new here, yeah, this is how I craft. This is how I plan. If you're looking for perfection, this isn't your channel. I'm sorry. I mean, we'll get it done. It's just, it's a process. And I don't like how that's lifting, so for that part, I'll just run a bead of glue and then put that down. And it's not an instant adhesion, but it will be dry in just a little bit. And that's my Tombow Aqua liquid glue. Now, I learned from my practice run for the past week that I can't put a lot of like die cuts or whatever because it makes writing on the other side difficult. But I do want a monthly calendar just so that I can do some mapping out again for work purposes. I'm using the dots as a guide, and I want 4 sections. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need 5 of these. It helps if I can start and stop on an even number. I don't know why. Okay, so now I'm going to do inch increments. I think this is an inch wide. All of my assumption is based on this is an inch. And a ruler is not an inch across. Okay, that's good to know. Well, hopefully we can fit 4 of these in here. Goodness. Because I could count the dots, but I don't want to. So, 3. Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to have a column that goes right through the middle, guys. Okay. And there. So we've got 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, and we'll just square this off, even though it's a little bit bigger than all the rest. All right, well, I mean, it was a save. I'm not sure if it was a good save. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I've pulled this out, not so much for the numbers, because I'm just writing those in. I cannot be bothered to do all 30 days of June. But I can do headers with these here, and that's where I keep them. And actually, I like this one. It's a little bit bolder. So let me put the headers at the top, and we'll put June there. So I'll put the days down, I'll put the numbers down, again, writing those in, and then when I'm done, I'll bring you guys back. I just want to bring you back real quick. If you've ever, or if you were ever going to do your own monthly overview once you've got the boxes mapped out, I have found that it works best if you can refer back to a calendar and put where it starts and ends for the week. And then when you're numbering across, if for any reason you make a mistake, then you're only making 1 week's worth of mistake, then for whatever reason getting to the end and realizing you've made a mistake at that point. So let me finish this up and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so that is done. When I'm in the office tomorrow, which is Monday the 1st of June, I will go ahead and map this out. And at least for the first week, I will write in pen. Now, I am not a fan of pencil, but again, we've given our projected work schedule that we as employees for my department want to work our specific 2 days a week or whatever it is through the end of June. But again, admin can say, nope, you guys come back on the 15th. So I don't want to write anything specific in here past the first week, and really it's all uncertain. That's the only certainty these days, is that everything's uncertain. Or a lot of things are uncertain. I want to cover that up. I don't actually want to see that. And I saw some cute ones. I actually like this one, the Be Happy. And hopefully that's big enough to cover the entire word. If not, we will find something. And that actually does it enough for me. And here we want something simple. So I'll do some lettering so that it says June. And this is a mild liner brush pen. And because it is light, oh, maybe we can be clever. I'm gonna mimic the kind of hot pink over there with this here. And I'm doing bulk filming, so I don't know if this question came up, but you might be wondering why I made these. And in the video I did mention I have all of the Happy Planner Happy Notes, and most of them, if not all, at least in the Big and the Classic, are in the dot grid that I prefer. And so it just, I like using my stuff even if it isn't in the intended way. Because, I mean, they're actually, at least via Amazon, quite inexpensive to get notebooks of a comparable size and in dot grid. And I did order some, and I'm expecting them to come in next week, but I actually want to put in some kits together for my shop. I am hoping to reopen in the next few weeks, at least by the 15th of June. And for here, I'm just going to put a flower, because I love me some flowers. All right, so that's the cover page done. We've got that done. Let's add in a little floral element here just to kind of tie the pages together. And if you're wondering, this is sort of a bullet journal style. Well, not sort of, it's definitely a bullet journal style. It's just unlike bullet journals you might see here on YouTube or Instagram or Pinterest. This is not going to be highly decorated or full of trackers. So it's just really going to be my monthly overview. And then I've got enough space in order to do the 4 weeks of the month. And then I've got a back page to figure out what I'm going to do there. So we've got that done. We've got that done. And now we're going to do the first week of June. I only need Monday through Friday in here. So I can split this up in thirds. Okay. 2, 2. So 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. Again, my math is horrendous. So let's do a starting point up here. And even though I talk about how much I dislike a horizontal layout, at least for this week, that's what we're going to do. And I think it's my paper that's cut weird, so everything looks crooked. Yeah, because you can see there's a little bit more here than here, but again, we're trying to be functional. So I think we can do right there, right there, and right there. And I'm just going to use the dots on the page. So that's Monday and Thursday. Tuesday and Friday. Wednesday and no. I went to Walmart this morning and I found these. These are the pen and gear stickers, and I picked these up because they have this. So I'm going to take these out. We're going to use them, and I think I have just enough space, top and bottom, to run some washi, because this page actually isn't going to be very decorated. Okay, so I'm only going to be using Monday through Friday. I think those go well together. And for the 4 sticker sheets, it was $1. I don't know if it's cheaper in the mainland. I can't see how it would be, but it was $1. Now I know it's a bit extra, but I am going to put numbers down for here, and it's mostly because it's going to be part of the decorative element. Okay, when I was taking it out, the bottom part of this ripped. So I'm just going to color that in, and you can't even tell. This I need for notes. Let's just do this little half note right here. And this will be enough space so that, are there any bullets? No. I don't know if there's any bullets in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to use these little hearts because there are things that I track, and I ran into that problem last week. And I'm literally making things up because this is the first time I'm working out of this system here, plus last week I tried to use stickers for my functional boxes, and I'll link the video below if you are interested to see what I'm talking about. And there were pros and cons, so I'm hoping this works better. And let's get a color. All right, guys, so what I've done was those little hearts signified that go outside. Mondays and Fridays, that's not going to be a problem because I have to go outside to get to work. But Tuesday through Thursday, we'll see how it goes. I do want to track that I'm hydrating enough. I'm not even hydrating enough right now, so I'm going to have to tank some water after this video. I'm also tracking the meals, whether I show them all or whether I show only the ones here at home. We'll see how that goes. This is enough space for me to write my completed tasks. And then this extra spot down here is because I am working between the 2 places. What do I have that I need to return? What's in the office that I need to bring back? And just hopefully keep track of it that way. And this system, the way that it's going to work for me is the way that it's been working is Monday through Wednesday. I just have this out on the side. It's big enough where I can see it. It doesn't get lost in my paperwork, but it's small enough where I have enough space so that I can have it right next to me, next to my mouse, either here or in the office. And then next week I'll set that up. And again, there's enough for the entire month. And I did want to keep this separate from my Zoom meeting notes because I learned with last week's tester that having the stickers and the washi and whatever make it difficult when I'm writing tons of notes at one time. So this, I mean, the only decorative element is going to be that. There's no other stickers, or if I do add stickers, it's going to be after the fact. This one I can be a little bit more decorative with. Again, this one, I think I'll put one more sticker up here in the corner of just flowers, because you know I love me some flowers. So we'll do this one here. And that's the only decorative element. If I need to write notes down here, I can. This is actually empty space because June ends on a Tuesday. The way that I'm taking this to and from work is this right here. And they both fit inside very nicely. The kits that I had mentioned earlier is basically going to be these little pouches with some stickers and some paper and the notebooks that I purchased from Amazon. Hopefully you guys are interested in that. Again, my soft target is June 15th to reopen my shop. Here in Hawaii, my dad said we had 3 new cases. It was 0 for a while, but I'm not sure if with Memorial Day and whatnot, there's more out there. So I don't know if we're going to go back to a full-on working from home. Again, the only certainty is there's so much uncertainty, but I will plan for what I know, and we'll just go from there. All right, I'd love to know what you think of this setup. Now, I definitely lean more towards bullet journaling, but I love the Happy Planner system. So I'm still going to do my Happy Nietzsche. This is strictly for work, but I like the aspect of finding something that works for me, my brain, and my space, and being able to develop a system with product that I already had. I'd love comments in the comment section below. Next week, I'll review how this 2 system worked, pros, cons. We'll set up next week together later in the week, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.